to TrollandToad.com.
Hey, Charleston.
Hey, Mark. Welcome to TrollandToad.com's Pat Cracker. I am your presentor for today's, what is it, Friday the 15th?
Friday the 15th.
Pat Cracker, which is Star Wars Destiny. I felt as though it was my destiny to do this one. I have given the Pat Cracker privileges over to Larry, but I said when it comes to Star Wars, Mark.
Oh yeah, you're the one, yeah.
Yes. So guys, what we are showing you guys right now is the Star Wars Destiny Empire at War set. Now, a lot of you all may not have heard of this game. It's been out for a short bit. I don't even think Mark's really heard of it.
No.
But I'm a big Star Wars fanatic, as is my wife. So when we saw that this game was finally out, we started playing the crap out of it. And it is super, super fun. And I wanted to show you guys exactly some of the stuff that comes out of these sets, and a little bit about the game, and more so to let you guys know that at TrollandToad.com we have everything right now for Star Wars Destiny. I'm talking set 1, which is Spirit of Rebellion, set 2, which is Awakenings, and now, bam, set 3, Empire at War, which just came out today. Stay tuned as well, and I'm going to give you a little gift.
Little gift?
Little gift.
Little gift.
Yes. Stay tuned, and I will tell you more about that.
Are you gonna end up showing me how to play this game?
Yes, we are going to do an off the cuff showing Mark how to play the game. So if you want to know exactly how to play the game as well, be sure and tune in to our YouTube and go to our little off the cuff section with Mark and I, and you too can learn how to play Star Wars Destiny. I can tell you right now that this game is, it does use dice, but it's not, I've played Dice Masters just a little bit, and in my opinion it's not really like Dice Masters, though you could, by all means correct me if it is like Dice Masters. But when I heard that it was a dice game initially, I was like, well, I don't really want to play a game when I'm so used to playing like Pokemon and Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't want to play another card game where, I have to rely on dice and be lucky. So I was kind of hesitant at first, but luckily this game actually isn't very luck oriented. It's not like you're sitting there trying to make an awesome play and you have 10 dice in your hand and you throw them every one and you just roll a bunch of ones or something like that. This is actually a lot like your standard card game where you're just slowly trying to get stronger and stronger and beat your opponent. And you just have the dice there to kind of help you in your favor. But I want to tear some of this open for you all and show you exactly what's inside. Like I said, go to TrollandToad.com right now and you can check out, we have boxes that you can purchase, we have packs that you can purchase. We also have the starter decks here, which is what Mark and I will be using whenever we do our off-the-cuff show to show you guys how to play. We have the starters, like I said, booster packs, singles. So anything that you want Star Wars Destiny, go on there, check it out. We're gonna rip into this and see what exactly we have.
Now I'm assuming there's rarities and things of that sort with this game as well?
Yeah, there are rarities. Each box, just to get you a little more information, Mark, each box has 36 boosters in it with 5 cards per booster and 1 die. And then of course there's a rare, I believe, a couple uncommons, and then like 3 commons, something like that.
Cool.
Yeah. And we'll open this convenient bottom.
This is pretty exciting to be opening this type of thing. I can't wait to see like what else they're going to come up with for this.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested too, because the cool thing about what they've came out with so far is Spirit of Rebellion and Awakenings is actually just episode 7 pretty much.
Oh,
like,
really?
That's kind of what it's centered around, which is how you'll see the 2 starters there are Rey and Kylo. So they do have spritz, little spritzes of, like episodes, was it 3, 4, and 5? Or no, sorry, 4, 5, and 6.
4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, and but it really kind of revolves around 7 for the most part. So I'm going to pull some of these out for you all and really get you some closer looks at what we've got here.
I'm actually very interested in seeing what these are going to look like, because this is the first I've ever seen of the game.
Yeah. It's really, really cool, and I really appreciate. By the way, I didn't mention this is actually made by Fantasy Flight, so They kind of have some other games that are kind of like this, but they decided to make a Star Wars one. And Fantasy Flight is known for making like good quality board games and card games. Not card games like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh, where you keep buying like boosters and boosters, but where you buy kind of like whole expanded sets, so to speak. But it's really neat because there's other games that are in foil packages like this that they just put the cards in. It's just cards in there like this. So when you get them,
it's really nice. It looks like a little book.
Yeah.
Like I'm very surprised by that.
Yeah, I was too. Normally, if you were to get cards out of something like this, because they're all crammed into this box, you get them and they'd be warped like that, and it would be so hard to straighten them out. But they actually, they include them in this cool little like thick like cardboard protector thing. That looks nothing like I expected it to before you open the pack. I'm pretty surprised. It's considerate.
It's very
and,
considerate.
As a player of these games, I like it when I'm considered.
No, that's very true.
Appreciate that.
A lot of manufacturers don't really they take the player into account in a lot of ways, but when it comes to something as simple as making sure the cards don't get bent in a gravity feed, that's pretty cool.
That's very true. So in this pack right here, we actually got a die for a weapons cache. So I'll let Mark put this up here.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
And he might be able to put the die up.
I can.
I'll tell you a little bit about the die real quick. They do have images on them, but they are not stickers. So that is another really, really cool, considerable thing. Mark just goes, what?
They're not stickers? Are they vulcanized
no,
on?
it's in the die.
It's
like a part of the die.
It's like what Lego does with their boxes, so they don't have to worry about labels choking children. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you get the big plastic tub of Legos, the label's vulcanized to it, so it's in the plastic. And that's what they did.
That's exactly what they did.
That's really neat for a process like that to mess, especially make a die.
Yeah, so if this is something that you want to play with your children, and you're kind of worried like maybe they'll scratch off the sticker, well, there's no sticker, so you don't have to worry about that.
Huh. That's
really cool.
Okay, so the quality factor is definitely there.
Yes, the quality is very, very much worth it, and these packs are they're cheap. I believe we got the booster packs on there right now. At least of this newer set, they're something like they're under $3, put it that way. And like I said, you get 5 cards, 3 of which being you get 3 commons, 1 uncommon, and 1 rare. That's what it is. So right there we have a weapons cache, and you can use this card to play a weapon from your hand, decreasing its cost by 2. Now that probably doesn't make much sense right now because,
I don't know how to play the game.
You probably don't know how to play the game, that's right. But if you'll look at the card, they kind of behave like some of your other common card games. Right there in the top left corner is the cost of it. On the right is all the different results that you can get from your die if you were to roll it. And then at the bottom is what it does. So like I said, be sure and tune in to our Off the Cuff where we will go into elaboration of that. But I really wanted to show you guys
I'm gonna give them a look at the back of the card as well.
Sure, yeah.
I believe it's gonna be the first time a lot of people have seen this.
Yeah, they're really, really. It's a good quality card. I mean, it's a little thin, but like I said, they come in straight as a whistle.
This game is so new. This is like almost a first gen almost.
In a way, yeah.
In a way, yeah. As far as like construction wise.
Yeah.
That's really interesting to see something like that.
So that's the backside, yeah. Just your cool, classical, kind of rugged-looking Star Wars. I'll let you guys get. You know what? No, I'm just gonna go open up another one.
Open up another one.
Yeah.
I'm actually really into this.
Another cool thing is the decks. Well, this one, I botched opening that one. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, convenience. There is a tab to open it on both the top and bottom. So if you botch it like I just did, just turn her over, flip it from that side. So
does the color of the die
yes
coincide with that effect?
It coincides with that there are, think of it as 3 alliances. The blue is an alliance for I think like Force user. Red is for red kind of represents like the Empire, not in the evil sense, but in the sense that they don't have any force powers, but they're intelligent, they're strategists.
Ah, okay.
Like that. And then yellow is like your rogues, like your smugglers, your bounty hunters, people that they can go to either side. So when you make a deck, let's say that you're making one that is the strategist, you can splash in some yellow to go with it.
Okay.
So again, comes in this cool.
And the little book, by the way, it has is that an imprint on the front, like an embossment?
It's some kind of, I've yet to figure out what that is, but you can. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it does.
But it is definitely a Chinese finger trap because I just realized what I've done.
Oh.
Is there we go.
There we go.
Anyhow, don't put your fingers through that. Let's see what we get out of this one. Okay, we got another rare. This one right here. That last card that we showed you was a support, so that's something that you can kind of play to the side of your characters. This one right here, we actually open an actual character.
Oh, that was my next question. When you open these, so you can get characters.
Yes, you can get iconic characters from the Star Wars galaxy. You can get, I personally have opened a couple boxes for my wife and I for my own collection, or our own collection. And I've got Han Solo, I've got the Millennium Falcon, I've got his blaster, like all full, ready to go in a deck. So if you're thinking, man, I'd really like to play something like Kylo Ren, I have a Kylo Ren deck and it's got Kylo's saber in it. It's really, really cool. I'll give you the die here as well, Mark. Throw that up there. But yeah, this character right here is Sienna Reed. So when you're constructing a deck, you have to make a deck around at least 1 to 2 characters. So right here, if you wanted to use this character, Sienna Reed, her action is to spend 2 resources to ready a vehicle. And again, we can elaborate into that, but that's a pretty good little action. And then there on the left, bottom left, again, is the results of what her die can roll. So we can go into that a little bit more once again on that off the cuff.
Yeah, I have questions. I'm coming up with questions already.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. So if you've watched this far, I want to go ahead and tell you what that special little gift is. Like I said, I was really excited to show this off for you all, and we just recently here at trollandtoad.com got a good, healthy restock of all this stuff. So I wanted to take advantage of having that and be able to give it to you all at a little bit better of a rate. So I got marketing to allow me to give you guys a code for 10% off that actually you can only get if you watched this show or our Off the Cuff. And I'm actually going to do a couple more shows for you all to showcase some of the older sets right here. So, because you've tuned in, that code is Star Wars 10, all one word. Go and check out any of the sealed or single product of Star Wars Destiny, and it's going to save you 10% off. So when you go to checkout, put in Star Wars 10, that's going to give you the big 10 off your purchase, which is...
that's pretty good.
That's a little gift from me to you. Share the force, you know, so to speak. But I want to keep opening until we get I think they're called, it might just be called Legendaries, I forget exactly, but we're going to bust these up. Done it again. So, what are do you know what any of the rare pulls out of this are? No, being that this is the brand new one, I've not even looked at a spoiler list.
Oh wow, okay, he's going in legit,
I'm going in blind. I can tell you on Awakening, what some of the awesome pulls are, and of Spirit of Rebellion, what some of the awesome pulls are. But as far as this goes, couldn't tell you. I have no clue. But there's some really, really cool characters in this. Some that you may not have heard of, like so far that I think it was Sierra Lee we just showed. Not quite sure what she's from, but let's see if we've got a card in here of something that people would know. There are a lot of named characters, or not. Characters of note on these cards, but I'm going to see if we can find an actual named character. But I'll let Mark show this next one off to you all.
It's really awesome.
While I keep busting open.
I'm glad we've busted a red, a yellow, and now a blue.
Yep. Really, really fun game, guys. Like I said, be sure and watch that Off the Cuff, and you're going to see just how fun it can be. And right as I said that, we got us one.
Did you really?
We got a legendary, yeah.
That's great.
So, we'll go ahead and switch out old Quinlan Voss here. Again, this is all also canon. From the moment that Disney acquired it, you know, they kind of wiped away some of that old lore from like the novels. So all these characters, all these cards are all canon. This is the current actual Star Wars universe. So these characters are legit. But let's put up a character that everyone should know by now. Really cool. I knew as soon as I opened up the die that was going to be a banger right there. But yeah, guys, be sure and use that code Star Wars 10 once again. Go on to trollandtoad.com. I'm excited from opening that Ahsoka up right there. But go to trollandtoad.com, check out all of our Star Wars Destiny products, and get yourself some packs or some boxes and have a really, really fun time.
So how do you denote what the legendaries are?
Right down there, and that's a good question because I'm not pointing that out. Right down there in the bottom right corner is the card number and a color. So the rares are, I believe, green. Your uncommon is yellow. Your commons are blue, and your legendaries or your epics are purple.
That's awesome.
Yep. So right there you have Ahsoka Tano, really, really known Jedi user right there. And she says after you activate this character for the first time each round, you may spend resources equal to the number of dice you just rolled to ready her. So if you pretty much make a deck that just loads up on dice, because you can make a deck that doesn't really use dice, you can make one that has tons of dice in it. That's what's cool about this game, is that it's not really dice dependent, like I said, on the luck side.
It seems to be very very capable of being tailored to your playstyle.
It really is, yeah. The deck that I made that I have fun with, it's a little bit more of controlling, kind of like hand disruption and stuff. So yeah, you're completely right. But right there, that's a legendary, epic, whatever they call them here, because I forget off the top of my head. But that is a little teaser of the newest Star Wars Destiny set, Empire at War. I'm for sure going to be picking up a box or two myself, and probably a box or two of the older sets, because I still need more cards. I've got like 3 or 4 decks built, and not enough.
I can't wait till we do the off the cuff of this, because I would like to learn how to play this.
By the way, as I was mentioning earlier, another thing that does make it affordable, guys, which makes that Star Wars 10 coupon really go the distance, is your decks are only 30 cards. Only 30 cards, and you can only use a max of 2 copies of any one card. So, you know, let's say you really like a card, hey, you only gotta buy 2 of them. You know, you don't have to buy 3, you don't have to buy 4. Just buy a couple, you know, if they're $2 a piece, $4, bam, you already got your deck filled out. So being a 30 card deck with 2 max copies of each card makes it muy bueno on the wallet, which I always appreciate. But yeah, guys, Star Wars 10 is going to save you 10% off on any sealed and single product. Thank you guys very much for tuning in to the Pack Cracker.
This has been really interesting. Thank you. Like, I'm glad you were here to do this. This has been great.
Yeah, it's really, really fun game. Hopefully we can get us a crowd going here, Mark, because you know everybody, especially around here at Charleston, loves
Star Wars.
All us geeks love Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you very much for tuning into this Pack Cracker, and be sure to check out the Off the Cuff where we show you how to play the game, as well as Mark. And then stay tuned for future Pack Crackers where we are going to dive into the other first 2 sets. So thank you guys very much. See y'all.